Bukayo Saka aims to break Arsenal's April curse as Mikel Arteta handed double injury boost. Gunners hopeful that troublesome right-hand side will soon be solved as Bukayo Saka and Jurrien Timber setup returns. There was a pointed message from Mikel Arteta after Arsenal's defeat to Bournemouth. Whether it was aimed at the players, the medical staff, or a combination of the two, Arteta was evidently frustrated with the unavailability of some key players. The ones that are not involved, the ones that are not with us, that are really big, important players, we need them immediately with us, Arteta said. It is no surprise that injuries are on Arteta's mind. In the 2022-23 campaign, William Saliba's back injury sparked the unravelling of Arsenal's season. Injuries also hit last term. Speaking ahead of Sunday's defeat to Manchester City, Arteta did not hesitate when asked what his biggest lesson was from years of falling short in the title race. "Get all the players available in April," he replied. "I said it many times, that's the biggest lesson. April, May, the whole squad available, your best players on the pitch as much as possible. Probability to win it increases dramatically. It's as simple and as difficult as that." That is again proving difficult for the Gunners. Martin Odegaard was back for the trip to City, but Arsenal was still without Bukayo Saka, Jurrien Timber, Riccardo Calafiori and Mikel Merino. Merino has been a big miss over the last few months. His versatility would have been crucial in such a busy period, and Martin Zubimendi would certainly not be looking so exhausted had his midfield partner been available to share the workload. Calafiori's unique profile at left-back also brings an unpredictable option in the final third. The Italian is believed to be nearing a return to action, and with the title race potentially coming down to goal difference, the more attacking threats Arteta can have at his disposal the better. However, it is the absence of Saka and Timber that has hit Arsenal the hardest. That right wing is a problem to which Arteta has no obvious solution. The positive news is that there is optimism at Arsenal both could be back this week, as they push to return ahead of Newcastle's visit on Saturday. Saka has been out since the Carabao Cup final with an Achilles injury, a problem he had been managing for some time before that match. Arteta said last week that Saka had started to do some stuff in his recovery, and that is set to step up this week. There have been suggestions on social media that a return before the end of the season is in doubt, but those are wide of the mark. It is understood that Saka had previously been targeting a return against City until it became clear that was too big of a risk. He was hugely frustrated to miss out. With no midweek action, the 24-year-old has a clear week to build back towards full fitness, and he is expected to be back running on the grass. Arsenal desperately need him available. Noni Madueke has 2 goals in 20 Premier League appearances and has not played 90 minutes in the league this season. Max Damon can provide fearless cameos off the bench, but it is unfair to rely on him to start regularly in the heat of a title battle. The 16-year-old is having to contend with some very physical treatment too, as defenders decide kicking him as their best bet. In 14 minutes off the bench in Lisbon, he was fouled 3 times. Behind the winger, Ben White and Christian Mosquera have filled in at right back, and neither have looked entirely comfortable. Both have been given torrid times by Jeremy Doku in recent weeks, while White also struggled in the FA Cup defeat to Southampton. The Englishman has not been effective in attack either. White is at his best when overlapping beyond Saka, who he has a great relationship. Timber is rock solid defensively and has been surprisingly central to Arsenal's attacking plans this season. He often drifted into almost a number 10 position and has 3 goals and 5 assists in the league. Timber is by far Arsenal's best option at right back, and his imminent return from a groin injury will be a big boost. The lack of a convincing alternative is even more apparent with Saka. The poor run the Gunners are on has highlighted the stark truth that Arsenal cannot compensate for those to both being out. Arteta needs Timber and Saka back, even if there are risks involved. It's as simple and as difficult as that.